Welcome to South Florida, the bottom of the clip of the Gunshine State. One of them boys still blowing in that way. Big plate, get it for the 18 if you straight. Get cake and stop hating, it's the motto of the state. A lot of fakes, but it's still real around here. That foreign talk, that can get you.
Alright, man, we back, man. We back at this thing with the new Miami. Can we call it the new Miami, dog?
Nah,
we can't call it the new Miami.
Yeah, we gotta
find something else. We gotta find something else to call it. But we back at the thing, man. Y'all make sure y'all like, share if you're watching, and become a member, because becoming a member is a big deal now. Because we don't start putting a lot of this stuff into the membership first, and some of it's actually staying there. Become a member, man. It's in the description down there. Join, become a member. We've been through it numerous times. If you go to where you see the icon right there, the FOOTBALLVILLE and the subscribers, click that, and you take it to the page, and on the right-hand side, join. That's how you become a member.
I think maybe one day when we go live, do it on the computer and show everybody exactly.
I did it like twice before.
Because people keep asking me, and I'm like, I mean, I see it on my phone. I don't know if y'all got iPhones. He's like, yeah, we got iPhones. I say, well, it's there, but.
Yeah, I've done it like twice before, but I see, man, every time I go to morning show, I tell them, hey, listen, the link is in the comment section, pinned at the top, and people still text me and say, hey, man, where that link at? So I don't think it matters, dog. Like, I don't think it matters. The link is always at the top in the blue, and people still pin me and be like, dog, where the link at you talk about? I just be like, all right, man. I just give them a link. So listen, bro, it's so much to talk about. But we're going to get started with recruiting, man, and the week we have coming up. I see y'all keep saying I keep putting out Santa Clauses because X keep doing his due diligence, man, and he keep texting me, hey, man, get the edit ready for. Hey, get the edit ready for. Get it. So this week, we just got Jaden Wayne. We'll talk about that. But this week we got coming.
We got some other big targets. First coming off is the linebacker, Raul Aguirre. He's officially from down here. Is
Miami. He from here?
Yeah, officially from Miami. Him and his parents moved up to Georgia. A 4-star, big, fast, physical linebacker, about 6'2", 220. It's an Alabama versus UM battle. I think we good with that one. We're gonna win that one.
How do you compare him to Malik Bryant?
He's a Mike backer. He plays Mike backer for his school.
Explain that to the people. You're talking football talk right now. What's up,
Mike backer, the middle linebacker. He's the one who's basically calling the plays on the defense, reads the offense, get people in their place. He's usually the 4-3 linebacker. Mike backer, the middle backer. Malik Bryant is usually a 3-4 backer, which is an edge guy.
Right.
Because of his size, he's not traditionally a Mike backer, but teams are recruiting him as a Mike backer too.
Yeah. Can Malik Bryant convert to the middle? Is it the same thing? Is it easy to do?
No, it's not easy to do. It's not easy to do. Everybody, and that's it's almost like, not off topic, but talking about James Williams leaving from safety to go to linebacker. It's not easy.
Right.
Just because you're natural talented, but it's not easy. You know what I'm saying? You got to really know how to play that position. You got to be ready to take on blocks.
Be physical.
From 300-pound pulling guards and tackles.
Right.
Not everybody could do that. So a natural linebacker most likely can, but they don't want to. So in that case, they got to be able to be quick enough, smart enough to shred off or get there before.
Right.
Remember when Sean Spence was explaining, when he came to the show, he said, man, I used to get there before the pulling guard. That way they don't, you know what I'm saying, they can't hit me.
Right.
So you got to have people that smart. So usually Mike backers are smart.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if he can. I'm pretty sure he can. I mean, he's real athletic.
We just don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he just haven't done it.
Is it the same? Is it the same as Sam Brooks converting to? Sam Brooks was always in the end.
Yeah, Sam Brooks was always on the end.
Corey Hammond, they was on the end.
On the end, yeah. They was on the end, yeah.
Got you. So we got Aguirre coming up, but we got a good chance to get.
Yeah, we got a good chance.
Who else coming up this week? Sam.
You got Jaden Bonsu. He commits on the 19th. He's a safety, top safety out of. He's in New Jersey or Massachusetts, something like that.
Jaden Bonsu.
Yeah. He's lightning.
Say lightning.
When he catch the ball, he come with the lightning. I love it.
He hitting.
He hitting. We got an excellent chance with him. I'm talking about excellent. Like, if I had to give from 1 to 10, the scale of 1 to 10, I'm giving a 9.5.
He was 6'2", 205 out of Hillsborough, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Jaden Bunsu. They got him rated as a 4-star. Do we even want to say stars anymore at this point? Like, do we want to stay stars at this point? Well, we'll double back on that too. We'll talk about that. So we ain't gonna talk about that right now.
That one is they saying it's Ohio State U1 battle, but I'm feeling real good about him. I think,
really?
Yeah, I think he's a king.
Jaden Bunsu. You watch this film?
Yeah, I'm saying, look at his film, man. His film is the safety that you want on your team. When somebody catches the ball, he comes so aggressively, they don't want to catch the ball no more in front of him.
Right. So what else? What else we got? We got Samson coming. What? July the 25th.
Samson didn't announce official date. Monroe Friendly didn't announce official date.
Okay.
You still got Jonell Aguirre. That's probably the top safety in the nation.
Right.
He was at IMG last year, but now he transferred back to his official state.
Mm-hmm.
He's on the 23rd. Georgia UM Ohio State battle with him.
Right.
He's another big physical safety. I'm like, I don't know if we need all those safety because we stacked in that room, but you never know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So then you got
23rd. We got what? Kinsley on the 23rd.
Kinsler pushed his back to the 20. I'm thinking it's the 28th.
Okay.
I was hearing that he was gonna commit yesterday.
Samson, Kirkland.
Patriot Kirkland is 23rd. Him and Malik Bryant, they commit together. They having an announcement together.
They're not going to the same place though, right? They're just gonna commit together.
Nah, yeah, they're not going to the same place.
I think let's say it's gonna have like a banquet because he sent out invitations to all the media.
It's gonna be like, I don't know, I wouldn't say formal, but they saying everybody come dressed.
Well, because I think their commitment day should be a big day. Coach Hayes just went up there and did the kid in Alabama, and he sat down with his family. The kid got to run his video. The daddy got to speak. I think it should be that. And we've been trying to pitch that on FOOTBALLVILLE, and me and Coach Hayes have talked about that numerous times. I think he got one of the top defensive tackles in the nation, ended up going to Clemson.
Oh, yeah.
Their commitment day should be a big deal. It should be in the fest. We've even talked about making a dinner party, you know what I'm saying, at Lorna. So if anybody want to commit on FOOTBALLVILLE, we'll make it a big deal. And because it should be a celebration for you and your family, and everybody should get seen. Your cousins, your aunties, your uncle that took you to the park when your daddy was in jail. Everybody should be a part of it.
Your fake cousins, the ones who scared cuz, what's up?
Right. Everybody should be a part of it, man. All your media, social media should be involved. It should be a huge deal.
Man, this offensive line class that we're going to land is going to be probably the top. It's definitely going to be in the top 5 offensive line class ever within college football if you're going off just the statistic rating system.
Okay, explain what you're saying.
Okay, so you have the rating system, rate players, give them stars, this and that. So they add up numbers and then they say, okay, well, this is a top class. I think Texas is the one that has #1 from last year. So basically, if UM lands the class that they're supposed to land, UM will be rated either under Texas or I think Alabama. I think Alabama had #2.
Really?
Yeah. And we talk about as far as going off the rating system from 24/7, rivals and stuff like that. So
this may be one of the highest offensive line classes
ever. Yeah.
And that's a testament to Mario and Mirabal focusing on offensive line. And this man really focuses on offensive line. Even at the camps with the little kids, even in practice, pre-game, you can find Mario with the offensive line.
It's not just offensive line, they D-line too. That. But you just see this cycle, the focus is on getting big.
Right.
Getting big guys, no more 6'2" guys playing tackle, no more 6'2" guys playing D-tackle.
Speaking of getting big guys, 6'5", 315 pounds, Frankie Tenelau out of Australia, I think he's from, right?
Yeah.
Now he's down here in LaSalle, in Miami, committed.
Yeah, he's committed.
He has Arizona State, BYU, Akron. You feel that the bar has been raised so high that what can possibly happen to Frankie?
He'll get pushed out. They'll come to agreement saying, maybe it's best because he's a project kid. You don't know, you just don't know about him.
Right.
He don't have that much football experience.
And yeah. But he's a hell of a get for somebody.
Hell of a get, yeah.
Right. But what X is saying is that the bar has been raised. We just took the number one offensive tackle in the nation.
You just got the number one offensive tackle in the nation. You have the number two offensive tackle in the nation, right. Who's we're excited about.
Right.
You have the number Srini Rowe. I don't know exactly what number he is, but he's a top 10 offensive tackle in the nation.
Right.
Then you got another top 20 offensive tackle in the nation, and that's not even adding Peyton Kirkland.
So how many tackles do you think they're taking?
They could take 4 because the thing is, you can move Francis on the inside because he plays both.
And that's all you're saying. All you're saying is that the numbers are saying that which once looked like a good get for Miami 3 months ago has changed.
Yes.
Yeah. That's all you're saying. You were saying the same thing about Lamar Seymour. Seymour yesterday at the 7-on-7 killing people. But X had been saying that, listen, man, I think Lamar Seymour may get pushed out, and we love Lamar Seymour. You know what I'm saying?
We would love to have him, but
right.
Just
by numbers and players and where they rated, and it's just like the bar has been raised so fast.
Yeah.
Right.
You're going after top targets now, so it's not about feelings. You know what I'm saying? Because Mario ain't listening to no fan.
No,
see?
It's all business.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time, this says nothing about Frankie or nothing about Lamar.
Nah,
see, that's what people get confused, right? It doesn't say anything about them. They might as well end up somewhere better for them, get an opportunity, and Lamar does exactly what I know he's capable of doing, tearing some shit up.
What's he gonna do?
Right,
I would love to have Lamar.
Right.
I mean, but just take into account of the fact that the fans were screaming for Brandon Ennis. The fans were screaming for Jaylen Brown. The fans screaming for Hakeem Williams. They screamed for Ray. Now they only take 4 receivers. Do y'all still want Lamar?
No, X is up here doing simple math. 1 plus 1 equals 2 equals 3. Hey, Street, somebody ain't gonna fit. That's all he doing.
That's it. Like, are you mad? Like, but that's just how it goes,
That's all he's doing, and he's getting there first, and he's saying, "Listen, bro, the math ain't."
It's not adding up. Like, you want to be happy for kids. You want them on your team, but you looking like, man, boy, we can get them guys. Hey.
The math is not adding up.
And it also attests to the way the staff is recruiting now. They're recruiting a whole lot better than we previously did.
Right.
So, if you're mad, then that's just something you got to deal with.
Right. You bring up Jaylen Brown. And you brought up wide receivers, and then I'm bringing up Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown at the end commits to LSU, and which we thought was a Miami kid, through and through. At the end, because recruiting is fluid, LSU jumps in the picture.
Well, no, I've been saying after he left from the LSU visit, I say I'm worried about LSU because the father was like, "Boy, we went up there," and they were like,
they enjoyed it.
They loved it.
Right.
So I say, man, I'm worried about LSU. Rumors come out, Michigan. I'm like, where that come from? Like Michigan?
Well, you know where Michigan came from? The AD.
But the AD's not at Michigan no more.
But that's where it came from. So he probably created a relationship with Michigan last year. You see what I'm saying? And then just took a trip up there just to see, hey man, we'll come by and see, yada yada yada.
I mean, visit, but what I'm saying is, I don't know where the rumors came that he's going to Michigan. Like that was, I don't know why Michigan was even in the picture.
Yeah, I heard that briefly. I didn't really hear a lot of that. But Jaylen Brown
commits to LSU. It's similar to Shamar Stewart's, because Shamar Stewart his heart really wanted to stay home.
You said similar? How is it similar?
Shamar Stewart's heart really wanted to stay home. Jaylen Brown really wanted to stay home. But they just felt the situation was better for them to go elsewhere.
Joe Burrow up there?
Nah, Joe Burrow's not there.
Okay. What's the better situation? What happened? What do you think was better?
I mean, the way they basically saying, look, man, you come to LSU, SEC, We just had 2 receivers go first round. Both of them are top in the NFL.
Yeah.
Previously.
He kind of reminds you of Jamar Chase, them.
No. Damn. No.
I tried that. Kind of
No.
taller receiver, fast receiver.
He's nothing like those guys.
Okay.
I mean, I compare him to Philip Dorsett. I mean, I don't
Damn,
know.
how the hell Philip Dorsett was 5'9", 5'10"?
I'm just talking about the way they play. I ain't talking about the height. I'm talking about the way they play on the field. Philip Dorsett ran by everybody who covered him, and that's what Jaylen Brown does.
Is it any way he could be going up there to play cornerback?
No.
No?
Nah, he's playing receiver.
How tall was Jamar Chase?
I think Jamar's like 6'1".
What was the other one named? The other one.
Jefferson.
How tall was Jefferson?
6'2". Jefferson is the bigger guy. He's the bigger receiver.
6'1", 6'2". What did they have that Jaylen Brown don't have?
You mean what did Jaylen Brown have that they don't? Because Jaylen Brown got 4.3 legitimate speed.
Oh, so Jaylen Brown is faster than them.
Yes. Without a doubt.
But he
he's
don't
faster.
remind you of them. Why?
I mean, those guys are the way. I mean, from what they did in college, they were route runners. They was, and I'm not saying Jaylen Brown isn't. Jaylen Brown can run routes too, but
Okay, so
those guys.
So they
was
came.
running.
You think they came in?
Jamar Chase did. Jefferson was a 2-star.
So they came. So you're saying Jaylen Brown may be better than them coming into college? That what you're saying? Oh, I thought you were saying the opposite.
Okay, if you're going off the rating system,
Huh?
yeah, he's better. If you're going off the rating system.
Oh, that what you're saying? I thought you were saying the opposite.
No.
So you think he's coming in at a higher ceiling? That what you're saying?
Yeah.
Than they were. Okay.
Man, listen, Jaylen Brown is probably the fastest route receiver in high school football. Not too many receivers in high school football running a legitimate track NFL 4.3. I don't know no higher ceiling than that. I don't know.
Okay. All right. I don't think that speed was Jaylen Brown. I don't think that's ever been his issue. You know what I'm saying? How fast
That's not an issue. That's not an issue.
No, that's not it. But at the end of the day, we're talking about kids and shit. If I was the same person I was at 17 or 16, I'm sure I'd probably be dead by now. Not the same person. Okay, so we all mature. We all, you know what I'm saying? We all mature. We all grow up. We all change. I want to talk about Stacey Coley. Stacey Coley, I never thought he would make it at Miami. Stacey Coley was a clown in high school. On the field, off the field, it didn't matter. Stacey Coley stepped foot on University of Miami and turned into a new person. For 3 or 4 years, bro. And it was the most confusing thing to me. He never got in trouble. He was quiet. It's almost as if he just matured overnight. The things I've seen with Jaylen Brown was when things aren't going right in the game, he's frustrated on the sideline. He could be up by 30. He's frustrated on the sideline, and those are the things that I've seen. And I think when you're in a game like that, then it affects you on the game. If your head not in the game, it affects you on the game. Now you're dropping balls. You know what I'm saying? So that's the mental side of the game. I don't think the physical side is. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he's a kid. You know what I'm saying? So that's
He's
stuff that
definitely a
once you
kid.
get into college, you got coaches who coaching you on how to do certain situations.
Right.
You know, he's going to have a good receiving coach telling him, this is how you do that. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee they don't got that in Gulliver.
No.
So it'll be different. You know, like I said, I talked to the dad right before he was getting ready to commit, man. And things was coming out about how he might want to be close to the mom. And I was like, after talking to the dad, I was like, yeah, that's where it sounds like it's going, because dad just definitely didn't feel confident about Miami. So we're like, yeah, he with the mom right now.
Who didn't feel confident about Miami?
Dad.
He didn't feel confident about my going? Why? Why is
About
that?
him coming, like, Jaylen gonna be, I mean,
Oh,
it's just from the voice.
About him committing to
Yeah,
Miami.
committing to Miami. Just the way he was talking, so.
Okay, but the dad knew where he was going.
Yeah.
Dad looked a little throw it off up there anyway, like, yeah.
I mean, Dad is a Hurricane fan, so
I know.
Dad wanted son at UM.
Right.
Yeah, I'm right here too, so I could go see my son play every Saturday. So I guess that's what that's just the dad. But They were like, man, my son gonna make his decision.
Right. So listen, man, we got a lot to get into. We've been working our own rankings. We just put out in the member section a framework of how our rankings look and how they're gonna work. If you want to become a member, is in the description down there, or just click join down there somewhere. Big thing blew up about kids committing to Miami again and then losing stars.
Yeah.
Andrew Ives came to the show, and I think he said it live, but he explained to us that they are projecting kids to the pros. If you go to a school that haven't been putting out a lot of draft picks, your stars can go down because your projection to the NFL or being drafted highly has just went down.
Yeah.
He explained it on the show. And I came out the show that day screaming and rolling up the red flag saying, hey, listen, we're using the system wrong. We're using it wrong. They're projecting players to the NFL. Nobody listened. My issue with what happened with Francis Malgore is during his commitment from Hawaii, he allows his commitment to be on CBS.
On the network, yeah.
And under his name, it says 4-star Francis Malgore. Now, this kid was once the #1 offensive tackle in the nation.
No, not once. He's still the #1.
I'm glad you did that. I just wanted to bring that home. I just wanted to bring that. I'm glad you did that. The #1 offensive tackle in the nation, they're saying they made a mistake and put 4-star under his name. CBS and Rivals are in bed together, right?
Yeah.
CBS and Rivals,
24/7.
247 Sports. I'm sorry, CBS and 247 Sports. They're married together, okay? Then CBS is married to the SEC, okay?
Yeah.
I'm not accusing anybody of anything. There's Mr. Chad Johnson. But what I'm saying is, in the midst of, hey, Jaden Wayne just committed to Miami, watch you lose a star. Somehow, you screw up, not the spelling of his name, not the spelling of Miami name. Somehow you screw up his stars.
Yeah, his star.
Why the man is committing and he's allowing his commitment to be on the channel, I think that's disrespectful to no end.
That's the Francis situation.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking it's a misprint, but you saying that's a hell of a misprint to do.
I think it's disrespectful. I didn't see it. Maybe they did come back and we do make mistakes. I make mistakes all the time. Typos be enormous. Maybe they did come back and say, hey, bad. But that's a bad look.
Yeah.
In a couple of days, Jaden Wayne commits.
Yeah, now the Jaden Wayne situation was horrible. I felt like, what? So he's committing. He's literally committing. He's a 5-star. No later than 30 minutes later, he's a 4-star. And then the way they explained why he's a 4-star, I was like, huh?
And we can get into stars mattering or not mattering, right? But I know this. That system has developed into holding weight amongst these kids. And if you say, hey, watch what school you commit to, because if you commit to the wrong school, we're going to pinch you. Every time. I think it's a bad look. You know what I'm saying? And to me, it's like, hey, that's obvious now. You could wait a week. 30 minutes later, you got somebody in there. Yeah. It matters that bad?
I mean, somebody explained to say it was actually in the works right before he committed.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
So they saying it was going to happen regardless, which makes no sense, but okay.
Right, so stars matter, stars don't matter. We get into all of that. It's just ratings. It's and then it doesn't matter. What does matter is how things look. You know what I'm saying?
The perception of it.
Yeah.
Now it's basically looking like you're picking on a certain school. Well, okay, they get let's punish them.
Look at, did Travis Hunter ever lose stars?
No.
Going to Jackson State?
Man, it's
should have went down to a 3-star, right? Travis Hunter should have been a 2.5-star.
Tennessee got the top quarterback Nicholas in their class And they didn't, 1 year, they didn't, 2 years in a row, they didn't have nobody drafted. Or maybe one person. Like, so what are you saying?
Lamaleva cannot still be a 5-star. Nicholas Lamaleva.
He's still, what, the 3rd rated player in the nation? 3rd or 2nd?
Yeah. Still a 5-star.
And he's committed to Tennessee. And you telling me?
Man, they put Peyton Manning in. Well, if
That
that's
was
the
a
case,
98.
we got the most people ever drafted in the first round, right?
Yeah, 6. We just had 2 defensive ends in the first round a year ago. The new staff just had a top 5 defensive end drafted in the first round this season. What are you really saying?
He's rated a .99, and 247 Sports got him rated a 98. Did he lose anything?
Who?
Lamaleva.
No.
Why not? Tennessee produces quarterbacks?
No.
Tennessee produces NFL players. Like, so he was rated too high to drop. Jaden Wayne was right on the cusp of dropping.
I don't know, man. But I say it's a system they created. When you in control of something, you can do what you want to do.
No, and they have leverage, and they have leverage with it, and they have leverage with it, and I'm sure they have connections bigger than a little private school called Miami, which it's dog. Listen, man, life. That's how life works, man. That's how life works with the companies and food and the commercials and everything is leverage and who you in bed with and who you side with.
One thing I did think, I say maybe, and this I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt, is he transferred to IMG, which is the state of Florida. I remember when Ivan was explaining, they give out certain 5-stars in each region. Southeastern part can't have all the 5-stars.
Right.
So maybe, I don't know, this is me giving him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he transfers to IMG and they say, well, look, we got to take the star away because you're in that region now. Maybe, I don't know. But it still don't make sense.
So he just played a year at IMG?
No, he just got to IMG.
He just got to IMG. Yeah. Okay, he just transferred to IMG. So he'll be at IMG.
He's at IMG.
No doubt he's finna get better. And we losing stars in the midst of it.
He gonna be playing against the offensive tackle who's coming to you with him.
Who made him a 5? He was made a 5-star out in where he was from.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
I guarantee if he would have committed to Bama yesterday, he's still a 5-star. They might would have put him as the #1 player in the nation.
Well, no, that's how they saying the system works. That's how they explain the system works. If you go to Bama have a better chance of sending them to the league. They're projecting players to the league. That's how it works.
My name's Chase Smith. I'm from Palm Bay, Florida, and this is Edge, the best tasting energy drink on the planet.
You think we didn't get Jaylen Brown because we got Riri?
No.
No?
They wanted Jaylen Brown a lot, bad.
But from Jaylen Brown's side. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, no.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay. You think if we get Aguirre?
You mean
the
Raul
linebacker?
Aguirre?
Yeah, Raul. If we get Raul, we can't get Malik Bryant?
I'm not saying we can't.
I'm
just thinking. No. Yeah, I think we can.
Think we get both?
No.
Think we can get both?
We can get both, but I
you don't think that'll happen?
Yeah, I don't think.
You don't think that'll happen?
You're gonna get one or the other.
Who's your top offensive lineman out of all the ones we got a chance to get?
Samson.
Why you like Samson so much?
Man, he reminds me of Tyreek Smith, the offensive tackle for Dallas, and everybody know I'm a Dallas fan. He just reminds me of him because they the same size, same weight stature.
Right.
They quick with their feet. They good with their hands. They just a left tackle. You play quarterback. That's your best friend.
Right. So Samson.
We need him. You got Francis, you got him, Samson. I mean, Samson, who's the most important one? The left tackle? Because Jake is right-handed, right?
Yeah.
You need a left tackle.
Right.
Corey is right-handed. You need a left tackle.
So you like Samson?
I love it.
Who's rated higher? Who's rated higher, him or Francis?
Francis is rated
Francis
higher.
rated higher?
Yeah, Francis rated higher.
So what is it about Francis? Why do you think they got him rated higher?
Because Francis probably maybe because he's been playing against better competition. He's dominated.
Yeah.
He dominated. He's been at IMG, so I mean, he just like you just put on his tape and he looks good. You know. And then I think because he can play interchangeable positions.
Gotcha. Anything else you want to talk about, bro? Anything else we missing in recruitment? Where are we lacking at? We kind of slow on the line.
We slow with the defense. You know, the defense is we haven't really gotten outside of Bobby Washington and is Robert Stanford. I think those are the only 2 defensive players we got so far in the class.
Kind of killed defense in the portal, though, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Tripp
is offensive line.
Is he?
Yeah, Tripp is going to play center. Tripp playing center.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Antonio Tripp playing center. Yeah, Antonio Tripp playing center for us.
Yeah? Wow.
Yeah, but my bad, Jaden Wayne. We just got him yesterday, so yeah, we got 3 defensive players. I mean, it's picking up. It's picking up because the momentum. Summer is picking up, man. They just doing a hell of a job recruiting. The 2 positions everybody going crazy about is linebacker, cornerback. You know, so we got Robert Stanford at cornerback. We gonna see what Charlie Strong's do this week. You know what I'm saying?
Charlie Strong.
Yeah.
Robbie Washington comes out, right, and puts up a thing and say he's reclassifying in 2024.
Yeah,
Which I've never seen a clear reclassify.
Yeah, that'd be a joke. Like reclassify backwards.
They never seen a kid reclassify backwards after they get offered, right? He puts up on Instagram saying he's reclassified to 2024. And I don't think it's on his Instagram anymore. I think he took it down.
Yeah, I think it's a joke. It's a joke.
But I think these kids are catching on. I think they're catching on to their power. I think they're catching on to their leverage. And I think they're catching on to their freedom. That he can do something like that and bring a bunch of people and a bunch of traffic. Not saying I encourage you to just be putting stuff out there, but you have that was funny. That was funny to me because people do reclassify, but in the 8th grade.
Yeah, they reclassify going forward.
And they never reclassify once they've established.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it got me to thinking, like, what would make a kid want to stay in school another extra year?
I absolutely have no idea because we was trying to get out of school. Kids trying to get out of high school.
But what overtime is doing with those basketball kids and paying them in high school, you know what I'm saying, could stunt your growth. Could make you want to just chill for a minute. And I was thinking, hey, maybe what if, you know what I'm saying, something like that came in 707.
But they're not going to do that for football, though. Because football, you know, your time clock ticks.
And you think basketball was a little slower?
Yeah, basketball, I mean, you good in basketball, you know, it ain't really no age limit. You know, you're not really moving as slower or faster than the opposing age. Football, just imagine a running back saying, I'm going to stay in high school. You know, you ain't got but 4 good years at running back in the NFL.
Right. Listen, I spoke to somebody, man, long time Hurricane fan, man, has a lot of knowledge. And his take on what he's looking at was he's not surprised. His take was
he's
that
not surprised of what's going on.
He said, I think this is what Mario done. This is what we should expect him to do. And he said he's not surprised. He said he'll be surprised when we win on the football field and we win 10, 11 games.
He said he will be surprised when we win?
Yeah, he said right now, he said Mario's getting paid $8 million. What he's doing is what he's supposed to do. He ain't surprised. This doesn't surprise him. He focuses on offensive line. He's getting offensive linemen. So he said this is not surprising to him. As a Hurricane fan, it's delightful. It's like, oh man, we did this a while. But what's your take on that? Can you see that stance?
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I know Mario could recruit. Cause he came from that era where he knew how important it was to recruit, get the top kids, get big old linemen.
Well, let me say this. He said he's not surprised with the staff either. He's like,
I mean, no, I'm still surprised with the staff. I'm surprised. I mean, I don't care.
He said he wasn't surprised by the staff.
Yeah, no, I don't agree with that. I'm surprised. Every day I wake up and I'll be like, damn, we got a staff like this. Like that's just something you just never thought.
Right.
No matter what coach we hit, like the last good staff we had literally was the Bush Davis, you know, like the 2000 staff. I mean, so now you're looking like you got the top offensive coordinator in the nation who just won the Browse Award. You got Kevin Steels, who was a top defensive coordinator. nominated for the defensive coordinator position every year. Charlie Strong, who was nominated before, was a head coach.
Right.
You got a guy who just was the number 2 top recruiter in the nation last year.
Right.
You got Fields. I mean, and I don't think Fields get enough credit because Fields, everybody who Fields wants, he gets. Mm-hmm. And it's not just at tight end. He gets receivers. He gets. He was involved with Wesley Bassint. He was involved with local kids. He gets them.
And his tight ends produce too, no?
They produce.
Right.
You know, so it's the staff, man. Then to have Jason Taylor sitting like he's not even official. I mean, I say he's not even on the on-field coaching staff, but he's there coaching.
Right.
Ed Reed is out there. Ed Reed is on the field. He's coming on the field.
Right.
How many times have we seen Ed Reed? Ed Reed been at UM for like 3 years. Mm-hmm. We ain't never seen him that much.
Charlie Strong. Yeah. So that take I took from somebody, and they were just saying that they wasn't surprised he's doing exactly what I expect him to do at $8 million. I just wanted to get your take on that, man.
I'm shocked about the staff. But then again, like I keep saying, the game, they got to play the games, man. They got to show that they a top staff. They got to show they got to work on the field.
Right. So listen, man, we about to get up out of here, man. Make sure y'all like and share. And also, man, every week, Facebook.com/FootballVille, Tuesdays and Thursdays, man, it's recruiting classes. You can go check them out. Recruiting classes from Najee Kelly mom, Naika Kelly.
Shout out to Mama Kelly.
Shout out to Mama Kelly. Talks about recruiting. Talks about NIL. Talk about all this stuff. All this stuff. So if you got a cousin that plays, believe me, they need to know this stuff. You ain't going to learn it nowhere else. People going to recruit you. They ain't going to tell you nothing. IOD Squad, man. Shout out to the members in the member group me. That's XMD, and we out here.
It's gonna take 3 motherfucking days, and that's what? This nigga,